All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex, your toxic dating coach, and today, um, we're gonna talk about when you stop caring, that's when men start chasing. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Um, by the way, we couldn't have our seminar yesterday. I got elbowed in the throat playing basketball, and my throat just wasn't in the mood for talking. I could talk, but it was like only very limited. And I also felt a little sick as well. So that combination I had to cancel last minute. Truly fucking horrible. I rarely cancel events. This is like the second one I had to cancel in my whole career. But sorry about that for people. I'm gonna send you guys a refund today, okay? It's a true shame because I was excited to be honest with you. I may reschedule for like in 2 months or so, but I'm gonna have to think about that. So look, let's talk about when men stop caring, they start chasing. And this is the thing: is understand that this will work on guys that like you and guys that only like you because of ego. So it's almost like some guys have abandonment issues, and when they sense that a woman doesn't want them, it's not that they want you because all of a sudden they love you. They want you because you're reminding them of somebody in their past who didn't love them as much, and it pretty much activates their desire to please. You know what I'm saying? It activates their desire to get your validation. So essentially, yes, it's like it makes them chase, but half most of the guys that are gonna chase you are not really gonna chase you because they really love you. So you have to differentiate the two. Um, but let me show you how to stop caring. But essentially, I'm just letting you know that the guys that will like you, if they start chasing, you don't have to apply too much of my strategies. That is something you guys have to get through your heads. Is that my strategies are just sprinkling on top. They're like the salt of your food. They're not the whole meat. You know what I'm saying? And when you guys start treating what I teach as the way to maintain a healthy relationship, that's when you guys start getting to problems. This is just all about keeping the guys that you like, because nothing hurts more than losing somebody who we made leave us. Nothing hurts more than having a guy in the bag and losing that guy because you fucked up. That's the source of most of the problems. The guys that don't like us back, oh, you, not me. Is he gay? No, I'm not gay. Calm down, okay? The guys that don't like us back, that don't like you back, is, hey, I gotta ask that question too. Father Alex, are you gay as well? Sometimes you give me some vibes. And Father Alex sometimes feels a little uncomfortable the way you look at me sometimes. So I also gotta find out. Tyrone, what the? Why the hell do you need to find out if I'm gay or not? Get the hell out of here, bro. Anyways, so let me show you how to actually stop caring, right? Um, because understand, like I said, the coldness that you present to the guys pretty much is what brings them closer to you. You know, and that's why a lot of narcissistic women have a lot of guys in their pockets because those guys sense that they haven't won that woman over, and their natural reaction is to win her affection, right? So let the fact that you like him come naturally to you. When you first meet a guy, you shouldn't, because nice girls do this a lot, okay? And it's actually part of my course called Nice Girl, which you could purchase right now in the description down below. Um, you should not be too excited when meeting people because your desire for a relationship, your desire for love pretty much betrays you. Because when people sense how much you want a relationship, which is the truth is everybody, okay? I don't give a fuck. Most people are desperate. Most people live lives of quiet desperation where they act like they're not desperate, but deep down they're dying inside. But unfortunately, if you bring that out into the light, you pretty much turn people off. A perfect example is social media, okay? People say you be honest on social media, but if people were really honest on social media, you would unfollow most people because they'll tell you about their problems. People don't want to hear you complain, right? On social media. They want you to be honest, but they don't want to see the negatives in your life. You get what I'm trying to say? You can sense that you shouldn't post yourself crying and bitching and moaning, even though it's honest, guys get turned off. People get turned off, and they might even unfollow you. So even though it's a common experience for people to feel pain, they don't want to see it. It's also the same thing with affection. In the beginning, even though it's normal for you to feel desperate, don't tell people how desperate you are. What the fuck? Like, what is this, a confession? Don't tell people none of that kind of stuff. Keep it to yourself. And when I say keep it to yourself, verbally and also non-verbally, and I always talk about this, make sure that your non-verbals don't betray you. Learn to hide how you feel through your non-verbals. Women, unfortunately, is the sex out of all the sexes. Men hide how they feel a lot better than women do. Women are overly expressive with their emotions, especially when they like the guy. Learn to keep those emotions to yourself, because that will turn off the guy, right? That's the first thing, right? Don't have too much intensity for desire for love. So I'm gonna show you how to lower that intensity, because that intensity for love is really just creative energy, in my opinion. It's really creative energy that's not being redirected properly. And also let the fact that you like him come naturally to you. Don't fall for the first guy you meet. If you meet a guy and you like him a lot the first meeting, it might not be natural. It might be a projection. It might be the fact that you like him because he's projecting, he's reminding you of somebody that didn't love you. You know what I'm trying to say? When you love somebody on the first date, that's a red flag. It's much better to meet somebody and to kind of be doubtful in the beginning and slowly ease up to them. It's actually a sign that it's natural. It's a sign that you're naturally, it's not a manipulation, it's not a projection, and that the love could actually flourish from that. When you slowly change your opinion of the person, it's actually the best kind, to be honest with you. That's the first thing. So let it come natural. Anytime you feel that intensity quick, take a step back and see that as a red flag. And also, love your life to a point that you don't need it, man. And look, this is the hardest part, okay? This is more of a process than something you instantly create. You're not gonna get this the first date. And it's not a thought process also. It's not I love my life, right? No. Loving your life means if a guy cancels a date on you, you're not disturbed. You're not you feel a little disappointed, but you could go along your date. And how do you know this? It's not because you say it. It's because you really feel it. You feel it. Like it's an emotional reality for you. It's not just something you say. It's something that you really feel deep down. If a guy cancels on you, you don't feel sad. Yeah, you feel sad, but you got shit to do that day. I walked out on a date the other day with this girl who was being disrespectful. She brought her friend when I told her it's the first date. Why are you bringing your goddamn friend? And she brought her friend. And I walked out. I felt a little sad because I'm like, goddamn, she was hot. But I got over it, right? And I kept going with my life. That's the point, is that you know you know your worth. You see what I'm trying to say? And when you love your life, the way to create that life is you have to set some long-term goals. Because long-term goals come with pleasure. Not in the beginning, but as you keep progressing and as you get closer towards achieving that goal, it'll bring so much pleasure to you that it makes temporary or short-term things look mundane compared to the pleasures of achieving your long-term goals. It really does. It happens to me with art. I'm getting to a point with art where I feel very happy and satisfied. It happens with me with basketball. I train every day and I practice. Why do I do those things? Because that energy used to go towards women, and they disappointed me more than the opposite. Now that energy is towards my goals, and they don't disappoint me because I can control it. Now the little energy that I have left is towards women, and so that little energy that I have, because of my goal requires so much energy. That little energy, when a woman disappoints me, explodes, but it's a small explosion. It's not sad. But back then, I put so much into that whenever women rejected me, everything exploded. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare, right? And that's why you gotta have long-term goals, and that's why sometimes even for some women, having kids is their insulation. Having good friends is also your insulator. Having a job that you love is an insulator. Studying something that you love is an insulator. Having an activity that you do on the side is an insulator. But if you don't have that and your only hope to feel that insulation is through another man, then you're gonna project that neediness, and that's gonna turn off the guy, right? And the next thing to actually stop caring is to focus on mindfulness and being present. Literally being present in the moment will teach you how to not care. It's not gonna instantly take it away, but it's gonna show you from a present moment awareness what's going on inside of you. By being present, you learn how to be content with your life. You learn how to be in the moment and not feel consistently desperate. You learn how to control your emotions. Whenever you naturally feel desperate or sad, you learn how to redirect your emotions and focus on the now. It'll actually make you more attractive. It'll actually make you even more charismatic. But don't try to come across as present. Don't try to talk like you're present. Just be your fucking self, okay? Just be present and be yourself. Don't try to act like you're a goddamn monk, all right? Just be yourself. Don't try to play this, I'm present and I'm an enlightened person, motherfucker. Just be normal, okay? Your light will shine naturally. Just don't try to project this present aura. Just be present, okay? It's gonna permeate your attitude. It's gonna permeate everything that you do, right? And when you do that, when you stop caring, you're going to notice your behavior will change. Your behavior is going to change. Everything that you do, everything that you say, everything that you express, every movement is going to express that relaxed aura, that willingness to walk away type of attitude. And men are naturally going to react with attraction to that. Again, like I said, not all men are going to fall in love with you. It's only going to be like a very small percentage, but at least you're not going to fuck it up. At least you're not going to fuck it up. Because I can promise you, if you actually learn to love your life, you're going to do everything correctly. Everything that I teach is just going to come natural. You're going to take a little longer to text back because you're just so in love with your life. You're not going to be fazed by cancellations. You're not going to be angry when a guy doesn't act the way you want him to act. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be sad during the holidays. You're not going to be sad during Valentine's Day. You're just going to be you're just going to be content. Now, that don't mean you're not devoid of desires. That's not the point, because you're human. What I'm saying is that now those desires, you have more control over them. Does that make sense? And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this video makes sense. Sometimes I make videos and it doesn't make sense, but when I listen to it, it makes a lot of sense. Purchase my online courses, Natural Chemistry for women who are in relationship, The Psychological Game of Attraction for women who are single, on the description down below, or I'm closing the channel if you don't purchase it. Stay toxic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I want you guys to check out my new course called Nice Girl. It's available for purchase right now, okay? This course I specifically made for women who consider themselves nice, for women who are too forgiving, for women who let other people guilt trip them easily, for women who always give people the benefit of the doubt but always end up getting played. This course will teach you about people's actual manipulations, about the strategies that people use to extort from you, to take from you without you getting anything in return. Because nice people are in abundance in the world. And nice people, unfortunately, if they allow their nature to guide their lives, they will become bitter because they'll end up seeing that their niceness never leads to anything. So the goal of being a nice person is to get people to like you. But sometimes that has actual backward effects. Like it actually creates what you're trying to avoid. So this course will teach nice girls how to get what they want through being more assertive, how to express themselves, how to not get played, how to identify manipulation, how to reverse manipulation. So if you're somebody who's always had that consistently in their lives, who are always people pleaser, who are always being passive aggressive, this course will teach you how to communicate all of those things that you want to communicate with people without getting played, okay? I'll teach you how to be more assertive. I'll teach you how to identify disrespect, because when you're a nice person, you have a hard time understanding when people are being disrespectful because you're seeing the world through insecurity. You want to be liked, and so when somebody doesn't like you, you sort of twist it around in a weird way. So I show you how to see disrespect. I show you how to stand up for yourself. I show you how to deter aggressors. I show you how to avoid sending signs of weakness and how to send signs of strength. right? And I even show you a meditation on how to become more assertive. Check it out. It's a course that it's not a super long course because I made it that length for a reason. I don't want to overburden you with too much information. This is just straight to the point. If you watch this course, you will get the results. This is not a 5 hour course. Okay, this is like a 2 hour and a half course. So I think it's 2 hours or something like that. And the reason why that is because it's straight to the point. Okay, so if you watch that course, do what the videos say. You will over time overcome your niceness. Okay, purchase it now. In the description down below, you'll see where it says "Purchase Nice Girl." It's only $99, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee. No questions asked. You'll get your money back. Okay, because if you don't get it back, I'm closing the channel. That's for sure. All right, so I'll see you guys inside, and I hope you guys enjoy that course.